Hello everyone, I am Subhojit Panda from OdissaTV.in presenting you today's news from Odisha. First headlines. Odisha Cabinet okays 14 proposals, gives in principle nod for constitution of a law commission in the state. A Maoist killed and 2 seriously injured in fierce gun battle between security forces and red rebels at Niyamgiri forest on Kalahandi-Raigada border. Technical Education and Training Department abolishes entrance test for admission into diploma engineering courses, fixes 35% in matric examination as eligibility criteria for admission. Special CBI court grants bail to Rourkela MLA and former Union Minister of State for Coal, Dilip Rai, who was summoned as an accused in a coal scam case. And former DGP Sanjeev Marik in another fresh trouble after Deputy Commandant of OSAP accused him of involvement in various scams and protecting criminals during his tenure. Now the details. The Odisha Cabinet on Friday gave in principle nod for constitution of a law commission in the state. The official informed that the commission would be headed by either a retired justice of the Apex Court or a retired Chief Justice of Odisha High Court. Besides, it would have members from various other departments of the state government. The cabinet also approved a proposal to change the nomenclature of Agriculture Department to Agriculture and Farmers Empowerment Department. The Odisha government also decided to set up an Agriculture Cabinet. Agriculture Cabinet would be headed by the Chief Minister, party said, adding 9 other ministers associated with agriculture and farmers would be members in the proposed body. The other members included Ministers of Finance, Agriculture, Fisheries and Animal Resources, Cooperation, Water Resources, Energy, Food Supplies and Consumer Welfare, Scheduled Tribe and Scheduled Caste Development and Panchayati Raj. The proposed Agriculture Cabinet would deal with subjects like self-sufficiency in food grain production, employment creation, infusion of technology in agriculture sector, uncertainty in price index, raised income of farmers and investment in the agriculture sector, he said. Similarly, the cabinet also approved changing the name of Planning and Coordination Department to Department of Planning and Convergence, party said. The cabinet also approved amendment to Odisha Protection of Interests of Depositors in Financial Establishment Bill 2011. The cabinet also gave its nod to amend the Biju Patnaik University of Technology BPUT Act 2002. This will allow the state government to intervene in the administrative affairs of the institution. While the tenure of the Vice-Chancellor has been reduced from 5 to 3 years, the concerned minister will be Pro-Chancellor of the varsity. Senior OS officers will be the Registrar of the varsity. In a bid to facilitate refund of money to depositors allegedly duped by different Ponzi firms, the state government on Friday amended certain provisions of the Odisha Protection of Interests of Depositors in Financial Establishments Act 2011. The proposal in this regard was approved by the cabinet at a meeting presided over by Chief Minister Naveen Patnaik here. The amendment also provides scope to give power to competent authority to sell property which is subject to speedy and natural decay quickly for maximum realization amount to safeguard the interest of depositors. Besides, as a service of notice to offenders causes delay in court proceedings, the amendment will give power to designated court to issue notice in newspapers for the purpose. It is also proposed in the amendment to recover the amount paid for the corpus fund to depositors from the sale proceeds of property attached at the first instance before making equitable distribution. A Maoist was reportedly killed and 2 others were seriously injured in a fierce gun battle between security forces and red rebels at Niyamgiri forest near Dengamati village on Kalahandi-Raigada border early on Saturday morning. On a tip-off about the presence of the rebels, security personnel led by Raigada Superintendent of Police SP K. Shiba Subramani launched the operation in the wee hours of Saturday. The exchange of fire continued for more than 2 hours in which one Maoist was killed on the spot, reports said. 2 armed Maoists are suspected to have been injured in the gun battle, they added. 2 9mm pistol, a gun and a huge cache of explosives have been seized during the operation. The combing operation has been intensified in the area, sources said. Notably, the rebels had carried out a landmine explosion at the same area last month, targeting the security forces. However, no casualty was reported in the explosion. Entrance test for admission into diploma engineering courses has been abolished, said a notification issued by Odisha's Technical Education and Training Department on Friday. As per the announcement, the admission will be done on the basis of marks secured by the students in the HSC examination. In compliance with the All India Counselling for Technical Education guidelines, the Technical Education Department has fixed 35% in the matriculation examination as eligibility criteria for admission in the diploma engineering courses. Notably, the State Cabinet had earlier taken a decision regarding the abolition of the entrance test for admission into the courses.
समस्त इंजीनियरिंग स्कूल एवं पॉलिटेक्निक मानकरे पिला मानकर नाम लेखा को सुगम करिया पई ओडिशा सरकार 2016 मसीह रे डिप्लोमा प्रवेशिका परीक्षा को बातिल करिवा पई निष्पत्ति नैछंती। एहा मान्यवर मुख्यमंत्री कर अनुमोदन लाभ करी एक आदेश बल रे राज्य सरकार आज ठारू लागू करिवा को जाउछंती।
Rourkela MLA and former Union Minister of State for Coal Dilip Rai, the first minister of the erstwhile NDA government who was summoned as an accused in a coal scam case, on Friday was granted bail by a special court in New Delhi. Special CBI Judge Bharat Parashar granted bail to Rai, who was a minister in the 1999 in the Atal Bihari Vajpayee government, and 5 others after they appeared before the court in pursuance of the summons issued to them. Besides Rai, 2 senior officials of the Ministry of Coal MOC at that time, Pradeep Kumar Banerjee and Nityanand Gautam, were also granted bail. The court also granted bail to Castron Technologies Limited Director Mahendra Kumar Agarwal. The bail was granted on a personal bond of Rs 1 lakh and one surety of like amount. The court has now fixed the matter for 1st April for the scrutiny of documents. Trouble is mounting for former DGP Sanjeev Marik with each passing day. After former IG Anadi Sahu, it was the turn of retired Deputy Commandant of OSAP Durga Prasad Hota on Friday to accuse him of involvement in various scams and protecting the criminals during his tenure. Hota alleged that Marik used to force him to undertake illegal activities. In 2014, the retired Deputy Commandant had written a book, DG Marik Mama, listing several allegations against the former DGP. He had even requested the Chief Minister and the Governor to examine the charges and conduct an independent inquiry, he revealed. Marik hit back saying Hota should provide certain evidence while making the allegation. Otherwise, he would sue him in a court like Anadi Sahu. Earlier, Anadi Sahu had alleged that Marik had taken Rs 7 crore from the Dhora Samanta brothers, who are in jail for alleged involvement in murders and tender fixing. Marik had received the amount through his steno Rabindra Sethi, Sahu had claimed. Talking about Marik's illegal money transactions, the former IG had said the former DGP had entrusted his illegal activity to him and Ram Narayan Agarwal, who owns a crusher unit at Dadi Machagadia near Khorda.
ठीक से तदंत करा दोषी को दंड दि जाऊ समस्त पुलिस कहीं घृणित हे गोटे जिन बाहरी गला पारा अमुका XYZ दोषी पाले मुझे फ्री जाली मोर मुताबिक लोक कहे या बदनाम हो तुम डकायती संपर्क हम जमी दुर्नीति कर घर रख एडभांस एसिया देव सबू था अन्य बहुत IPS अफिसर अच्छा बहुत IAS अफिसर ना तो बाहर घन घन पेपर.
Even as the expert committee is yet to submit its report on Jagamohana, the hall facing the 12th century shrine, officials of the Sri Jagannath Temple Administration and Archaeological Survey of India on Friday came up with conflicting versions about its condition. While the SJTA authorities during a joint meeting in Puri stressed that the hall is in urgent need of renovation, the ASI officials said there is nothing to panic. ASI officials had, however, an altogether different take on the matter. Though the ways to amend the unsafe portions and dilapidated ceilings of the Jagamohana are yet to be decided, a technical advisor of the temple said that the lifespan of the hall can be increased through steel binding technique. Sources said the expert committee will submit its observation report to the SJTA within 3 to 4 days. Based on its suggestions, the core committee will work out an estimate.
नहीं सुरक्षित तो केवल नहीं कारण ऑलरेडी लार्ज नंबर ऑफ क्रैक्स अच्छी एवं तार जो पॉकेट्स अच्छी ता भीतर स्टोन मध्य पड़ुचे एबे मे भी 3-4 दिन भीतर तांका रिपोर्ट सब देबे से माने देला पर कोर कमिटी बसिबा एवं जहाँ जहाँ माने प्रेस्क्राइब करथिबे से अनुसार डिटेल एस्टिमेट करा हबो एवं आर्कियोलॉजिकल सर्वे ऑफ इंडिया अप्रूवल हला पर काम आरंभ हो।
ये पार्ट ऑफ रूटीन मेंटेनेंस कह लीजिए या कंटिन्यूस कंजर्वेशन का एक पार्ट है जिसके तहत ये काम चल रहा है और जॉइंट फिलिंग की जरूरत होगी और कोई जो भी होगा उसको करेंगे, बट कोई ऐसा पैनिक सिचुएशन नहीं है कि कुछ भी उसमें कोई डैमेजिंग या कोई अलार्मिंग या कुछ ऐसा सिचुएशन है।
बीमटा जहाँ आप क्रैक होती दिनक है ऊपर तलू क्रैक होती ताकू स्टेनलेस स्टील पिन देकी जॉइंट कराव तले गोटे लेमिनेट दिहब जो लेमिनेट अधिका तार शक्ति बढ़ेदेव ये दीटी कले ये तार लाइफ आउरी बढ़ेदेव तेणु आम भावुँ शीघ्र काम सरीज व्यस्त हबार ना।
Startling revelations, including plans to execute bomb blasts and kill police officials, were made by the 4 simi operatives arrested from Rourkela recently during their interrogation. The 4 simi operatives had planned to kill officials of Andhra Pradesh Police who were involved in an encounter resulting in the death of 2 of their former aides. The arrested persons had even gone to the neighbouring state to undertake a resi, sources quoting the revelations made by them during questioning by the Andhra Police said. The 4 semi-operatives also had plans to kill witnesses who recorded their statements in a court in Madhya Pradesh regarding the Khandwa jailbreak case. This was revealed by the terrorists before a team of the Madhya Pradesh police during a separate interrogation, the sources added. In another startling revelation, the Simi men said some amount was sent to Taliban from the bank account of Abu Faisal alias Doctor, the mastermind of the group. Raw sleuths have been interrogating the 4 terrorists separately regarding their links with Pakistan and ISI, the sources added. Meanwhile, a senior official of the STF of Crime Branch, which is investigating the case on condition of anonymity, said the 4 semi-operatives had planned to kidnap a doctor during their stay in Jharsuguda. However, after failing to execute the plan, the terrorists drew plans to loot a Sundargarh bank. The team also identified motorcycles that were stolen by the arrested 4 persons from different parts of the state. A local court in Cuttack on Friday allowed the state vigilance to take Athagad DFO Sudhanshu Bhushan Mishra, who was arrested on charges of amassing disproportionate assets on a 3-day remand. Sources said the vigilance would take the Athagad DFO on the remand from 29th February. Following this, Mishra was sent to the Chodwar Circle Jail. The vigilance had prayed before the court to take Mishra on a 5-day remand. However, it has got only a 3-day custody of Mishra for questioning. Meanwhile, Odisha's Forest and Environment Principal Secretary Suresh Mahapatra said the process for suspension of Mishra will be initiated in case the Athagad DFO stays in jail for 48 hours. Notably, on Tuesday, vigilance sleuths raided the houses of Mishra and seized movable and immovable properties worth more than ₹6 crore, including ₹1.1 crore in cash.
Vigilance detail report asla pare jaha jaha tankara seize karchandi including cash e sabu report asla pare ame department tarafru government ko move karibu departmental proceeding arambh kariya pe.
Anesthesia Department Head of SCB Medical College Dr. Lakshmidhar Das was on Friday sent to jail after his bail plea was rejected by the court in Cuttack. Earlier in the day, Mangalabag police had arrested Das on the allegation of sexually harassing a postgraduate girl student of his department. The police action followed a written complaint by the victim at the Mangalabag police station 2 days back. Acting on the FIR, lodged under Section 354A sexual harassment and 354D stalking, police recorded her statement. The statements of 4 other girl students of the college accompanying the victim to the police station were also recorded as witness statements. In a complaint, the victim, who hails from Puducherry, alleged that Das had called her to the department on 2nd February and molested her. She also alleged that the professor had been making frequent sexual advances to her since September last year. The SCB authorities, on the other hand, had ordered an internal investigation into the sexual harassment allegations levelled against Das. Students of Ramadevi Women's University on Friday demanded action against police officials and the university authorities for detention of some students on 3rd December 2015 during the Chief Minister's visit to the varsity. Appearing before the State Human Rights Commission for a second time on Friday, the students raised questions on the veracity of a report on the matter submitted by Bhubaneswar DCP Satyabrata Bhoi. The varsity students said if the need arises, they'll present photographs published in media and video footage before the commission. Mahila Congress leader Sashmita Behra accompanied the students during the meeting with the commission. The Human Rights Commission has posted its next hearing on the issue on 29th April. Notably, some students of the university had alleged that they were detained in the building during the Chief Minister's visit to the institution to attend the Varsity Foundation Day on 3rd December 2015. The students had lodged complaints with the police and the State Commission for Women about the detention. Before wrapping up the news headlines once again. Hello everyone, I'm Subhojit Panda from OdissaTV.in presenting you today's news from Odisha. First headlines. Odisha Cabinet okays 14 proposals, gives in principle nod for constitution of a law commission in the state. A Maoist killed and 2 seriously injured in fierce gun battle between security forces and red rebels at Niyamgiri forest on Kalahandi-Raigada border. Technical Education and Training Department abolishes entrance test for admission into diploma engineering courses, fixes 35% in matric examination as eligibility criteria for admission. Special CBI court grants bail to Rourkela MLA and former Union Minister of State for Coal, Dilip Rai, who was summoned as an accused in a coal scam case. And former DGP Sanjeev Marik in another fresh trouble after Deputy Commandant of OSAP accused him of involvement in various scams and protecting criminals during his tenure. That's all for today. Thanks for watching.